Hello friends, welcome to all. My name is Dr. Nalini Suryavanshi. Today I am coming with a new idea for the people those are really interested to help to the student, and this is specifically applicable to the educated student, and they are really wishing to help to the student, but they don't know the options or the ways by which they can help to the student. So in this presentation I am going to suggest a few ways by which any educated one can help to the students. So specifically in this presentation I am going to target uh, on improving the non-technical skills of students. So of any university, any college. So it's a engineering, it's a medical, art, science. If you are belonging to any university and you have completed your education from that university, and if you're really wishing that I need to donate something for my university, so what are the different ways by which I can help to the students? So even it is not necessary you should be an alumni, but if you are as an NGO also you can work with this idea. If you are some set of students or you are really wishing to help them, so what are the different ways by which you can help to the students? So as I said, you are not at the same place where the students are located or situated. So the only one option which remains is to help to the students through a mobile communication or online communication. So all the option whatever I am going to suggest, it can be possible through online mode of communication or by taking their phone numbers or their parents number. You can directly call them, communicate with them and help them. Different ideas which I think by if you started to implement these ideas for helping the student, it will be really worthy. So one targeted topic is to help to the student to improve their communication skills. So here you can come together a set of alumni who are really wishing to help to the student for their communication skill. The second way by which you can help to the student is to uh, create a group where the people are interested for reading and discussing of books, movies. It's a philosopher group, I will say. So in this group, the alumni will be the one who will lead this activity and really interested to discuss, read the books, movies, and even he or she can involve to the juniors into that activity. So it will create enthusiasm in students. Then the third way by which the alumni can help is this improving or helping to the students to increase their sports spirits. So anyone who is having a good command in a sports, they can take the initiative and they can come as a leader and they can involve to the juniors to be how they participate into that and suggest them a several ways how they can be a leader in their sports. The fourth way is the social awareness group. So a few of the alumni possibility that the working with the NGO and they have some ideas for society and they really want to convey this idea to the younger ones, the juniors, and they want to involve the juniors and implement the same idea on a large scale. So in this social awareness group, the people who really want to help the society, they can come, they can take the initiative and they can involve to the juniors. Then preparation for public services. In this group, the people who are at a good, or I will say who are at a in a very higher position, or they have cleared the UPSC, UPSC, MPSC examination, and they want to guide to the juniors how to prepare the public services examination. So in that way, in this group, the students who are interested for pursuing this examination and the alumni who have already cleared this examination and they know what are the pros and cons for moving ahead in this public services. So if the people with the same interest come together and help to each other, that will increase the speed of the younger ones. So these are the five topics I think by which we can help to the our juniors. Today I am going to discuss more about the communication. So in this communication, it's my idea to give the name of the project as any name, whatever you suggest you can give. I given the name a sunrise. It's mean a Suryoday in Marathi. So in English communication, there are the four different things I feel that it should be delivered to the students. If we help to the student for English writing, English reading, that will be really a good help for them to go ahead in their career. Spoken English is the one of the main thing which need for students who belongs to the rural areas or villages, and they don't have the background for spoken English, so they find some difficulty at the time of speaking English. So we can help for them to improve their English. Soft skills, it is also one of the way one of the important topic in communication, and if we help to the student for improving their soft skill, that is a really one of the fundamental thing to go ahead in their careers. Then corporate etiquettes. So these are the four different things I believe that it comes under communication. And in this presentation I'm going to show you one model which can be run for a student specifically in the category of spoken English. In this spoken English, what is the idea and what is the concept we are going to run with the students? And then next question will be who will be involved in that concept to help to the students, how it will be conducted, how it will be taken a follow-up. So the different questions will arise when you start to implement any program for students. So in this presentation I am going to clear all the questions associated with this spoken English program. So what is the concept I am thinking for this program is to speak in English with the students over a phone. So for this program, we need a student who really find the need for improvement. Then we need one mentor, and mentor selection you can do from your group of alumni. So you have a contacts of your alumni and you collect the people or you collect the data of the people who are really interested to teach to the students or really interested to spend time with the students. So you need a mentor, you need a mentee. Once you find this pair, then you can run this program. And even as I said, this program is completely conducted, will be conducted over a phone. So this is the main concept and how it will be conducted. Once or twice in a week according to mentor convenience. Requisite mentor or mentee commitment for the entire year. For example, if I'm going to start the program on June 2021, then it will be over in May 2022. So complete 1 year commitment we want from the student and also from the teacher or mentor. In case your programs extended more beyond the 60 pairs, like 120 pairs, 180 pairs, simply do a parallel scale up of this program, assign the second project leader, and in that second project leader, under that second project leader, there will be a coordinator 4, coordinator 5, coordinator 6. And under that coordinator, the next 20 pairs of mentor, mentee, and in the same way, the parallel scale up can be started if the response is higher from the student side and as well as from the mentor side. How it will be the structure of model. So for this program, I'm imagine the situation you are the engineering alumni and you want to run this engineering program for your university or your college. So for that, the following will be the structure. First, selection of student from any year. So first, if you are engineering alumni, then you have the four different year of student: first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. And when you are saying that you want to select a student, in that it is possibility that a student from every year will show interest, and you then need to select. So selection of student from any year is possible. For initial trial, preference is to be given for final year student because the final year students are the one who are going to quickly getting the jobs. So we will target first the final year students for initial trial. Then selection of mentor. Male student must be mentored by male mentor. Female student must be mentored by female mentor. And duration of this program will be a 1 year. How to select a student? That will be the next question. So for the selection of student, we need to fill a primary Google form from student who are really interested to participate. After that Google form, you just need to analyze the Google form, and on that basis you select a student. For initiate this model, my suggestion to run with the small number of students for your specific university or college. So in my university there are the 9 different batches. So I want to run this program for 9 students. So again in that 9 student, to whom I have to give priority. Again, I divided that I would like to we run this activity with the female student. One from each batch is expected. Select only those students who promise that they will sincere for a year. Selection of student is based on interview. Student who score less in interview should given a preference for teaching or participating in this program. Selection of student. Interview structure. How it will be the interview structure? First, understand their personal life and challenges. Why student feel need for English improvement, that we need to understand from student. Interview should be conducted in English and grade current communication skill in 1 to 6 ranking. So how to grade the student interview. So if you find that it's okay in grammar, then give a 1 point. In vocabulary, you find okay, 1 point. Confidence, 1 point. Soft skill, 1 point. English reading, 1 point. English writing, 1 point. Instruction for student and mentee. First we need to be, whatever the student you are going to select, that has to need to commit to us that he or she would be sincere and attentive for a complete year. He or she never give a call to mentor. Discussion will be always initiated by mentor. Never ask for personal favor except English teaching. Never ask for personal or physical meeting. If there is a problem in attending class, please inform to mentor 1 day prior. And it is mandatory to speak in English, not to share contact number and name of mentor to others. These are the instruction for students who are going to enroll in this selection criteria for mentor selection. How to do the mentor selection from our alumni. So even for alumni, we are going to generate a Google form for mentor, confirmation from mentor for commitment for a year, and understand why mentor wish to enter into this helping model. We need to understand first that is it the really a mentor is motivated or only for a sake of doing the activity he is participating. So his interest and motivation need to be understand before entering him or her as a volunteer or mentor in. What will be the instructions for mentor? Need to be sincere for a year. Discussion will always be initiated by mentor. Never ask students to call you. Frequency of calling once or twice in a week according to mentor convenience. Never ask for personal favor from students. Never ask for personal or physical meeting. If there is a problem in attending class, please inform to student to 1 day prior. Mandatory to speak in English, not any other language has to be used during this program. Not to share contact number and name of a student to others. Never insist student to tell their personal life. If student is facing challenges in personal life, please inform to reporting coordinator. Discussion must to happen through only audio calling. Never blame or criticize student for lack of English. Google form for mentor. What will be the structure of the Google form? In that, first we need to mention that the project name, about an English communication program over a phone, how it will work, frequency of that program, requisite, and if you are interested in volunteering for this program and want to make a difference in someone's life, then please register for same by sharing detail with us. In Google form, you need to ask the name, you need to ask the mobile number, email, profession, company, educational background, year of experience, and students required, 1 or 2, how many students he or she can teach. Then The role of coordinator. As I said, the mentor-mentee will work under the coordinator. Coordinator will work under the project leader. So for coordinators, uh, coordinator with role of coordinator, coordinate with students and mentor, creates WhatsApp group for mentor, maintain details of all students, pair between mentor and student, ask mentor to send message in a group about summary of discussion with student on the same day itself, maintain Excel sheet where keep record of all discussions and dates with student, monthly review and confirm the meeting with students, send summary report to project leader. What will be the instruction for coordinator? More or less the same instruction for as like a mentor. Need to be sincere for a year. Discussion will be always initiated by coordinator. Never ask student to call you. Never ask for personal favor. Never ask for personal meetings. Mandatory to speak in English. Not to share contact number and name of student to others. Never insist to tell their personal life. If student is facing challenges in personal life, please inform to project lead. Discussion must happen through only audio calling. Never blame or criticize student for lack of their. Now all this what I said is the structure. Now if you want to initiate this activity at university, then how it has to be initiated. For example, if in your university these are the branches in my university, so I have taken this as a case study. So you can take the name of the branches or the name of the disciplines at your university, and I'm going to select a one female student from each branch at the initiation of this program. But before that, I'm going to put the precondition that MOU should be signed, Memorandum of Understanding should be signed between Alumni Association and Batu. It's a Batu is the my university, and where I would like to have the Memorandum of Understanding first has to be signed by both parties, and then we will run this model for the students of Batu. And how to do a publicity of this model in student, you need to select a one representative student from each year. It means you select a one student from first year, you select the student one student from second year, in the same way from third year and the fourth year, and that student will represent the model that model to their in their classes, in their batches, in their hostels, or wherever they have the set of students. So the student will represent this type of activities running by the alumni, and if somebody is interested, please enroll their names with me. I will forward their names to the coordinators, and in that way we can run this activity. So hope so this type of initiative will inspire us to help to the juniors, help to the younger ones. So if you follow this model, is the same in your university, it will be really helpful for student, and it will give you the internal satisfaction that I am doing something for my younger ones. I am helping my university. So thank you very much to all of you for having a patience and listen me carefully.